Wilkinson, the most loved drummer at Crossroads Church. Ben, I am very interested in how you happened to get to Crossroads Church. Share with us that story.
Well, it was back in 1929. I never will forget this. Because you see, I was walking down the street.
Come on, Ben. You were driving.
I don't believe y'all heard that. I said I was walking down the street.
Ben, come on, you were driving.
Eating a tuna fish sandwich.
Okay, come on, you were driving.
Okay. First of all, I vowed never to go to church again from the experiences that I had, me and my wife, with churches. So I said, Lord, you don't have to worry about me going to church again. I will never step foot in another church as long as I live, I promise. And that lasted about 4 years, almost. Didn't step foot in anybody's church. Well, I guess God said, that's enough. You've been out there long enough. I'm going to have to reel you in. So, I was driving down Panola Road. And of course we know Crossroads is on the corner of Redan and Panola. Well, I was driving down Panola Road. And this lady I was stopped at the light. This lady comes walking in the middle of the street. We're all stopped at the light. She's just walking around like, looking around like this. And she knocked on my car window. All these cars parked out there. Why she got to knock on my window? I winds down the window. I said, can I help you, ma'am? She said, lost. I was like, okay, lost. I said, well, where do you live? She said, lost, Ethiopia. I said, dang, she is lost, ain't she? But anyway, I pulled over because I was afraid the woman was going to get hit by a car because the car started moving and she wouldn't get out the street. So I said, come on over here. I pulled over and I tried to ascertain where she lived. You know, I'm pointing in different directions, different streets. I said, do you live down this street? I said, she can't be, but so far she's on foot. Well, I sat her in the car and tried to talk with her. She couldn't understand English, and I didn't understand whatever that was she was speaking. So I called the police, an old faithful DeKalb County Police. They said, yeah, we'll send somebody right out. We'll send them out. 10 minutes go by, no police. 20 minutes go by, no police. 45 minutes go by, no police. And I'm sitting in the car with this woman. And I'm like, Lord, how did I get mixed up in this? You know, but hey, I didn't want to see anything happen to her. Call the police again. Ah, yeah, we got somebody coming. They're on the way. Same thing. 30 minutes go by, nobody. So I started riding around the neighborhood to see if she recognized anything. A house or a street name or whatever. She's just like, you know. So I drove past Crossroads. Seen Crossroads on my left. And I'm like, oh, no, I'm not going to no church. I saw cars parked up there. I said, well, what am I going to do with this woman? I can't let her out in the street. So I drove up to the church. I said, Lord, I know I promised I'd never step foot in the church again. But I'm going to have to see this lady to some kind of safety so I can get out of here. I went inside the church. And they were having some kind of Bible study or some kind of seminar or something in the church, in the sanctuary. And I opened the door, stuck my head in. And you know how you open the door when it's quiet? Because Crossroads was real quiet back then. If somebody opens the door, everybody turns around. Like, who is that? You know. And one of the ushers, Jack Plaxco, he comes out. He says, "Hey, how you doing? Can I help you?" You know, he says, "We got a little seminar going on about this, that, and the other. You care to join us?" I say, "Hey, man, listen. I got this lady out in the car. She's lost. I don't know where she lives. I can't communicate with her. You know." He said, and I was parked right under the what do they call that thing?
I got you.
Thing. And he says, "Go get her, bring her in." So I went to the car, got her, said, "Come on, you know." And I said, "She's from Ethiopia, and I can't understand what she's saying." And he went inside and came out with this little old lady, little old white lady. I said, "Oh, man, you know, this could, didn't I say Ethiopia? I didn't say Europe or nothing, did I?" And her name was Letty Harding. And her and this woman, I mean, it was the most moving thing I've ever seen. They started, you know, I'm not making fun of the language, but I don't know what else to say. That's what it sounded like to me. They went, then they started hugging and dancing. I was like, well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. And, you know, then they start hugging on me. You know, I was like, oh, man, you know, wait a minute. You know, I was so impressed with the, I just felt good. I felt good. And I haven't felt good about church in a long time. But that didn't make me come to church. It was about a year later that I came back. It was about a year later. My wife came here one Sunday. She said, "Yeah, I went to that Presbyterian church up there." I said, "Oh, now you Presbyterian." Right? I said, "You go ahead." You know? And she said, I just want you to go with me one time. Just go with me. I said, "So, you know, I don't do church." And I went. And I've been here ever since. That was 20 years ago. And I've been here ever since. The important thing for me about joining a church and placing yourself in a church is to be fully persuaded that God placed you there and that God made it possible, that God lined everything up for you to be where He wants you to be, regardless of what you think, how you feel. God has a way of getting you to pulling in His own to where He wants them to be. And that's my story.
Thank you, Ben. That is fantastic. In fact, I got to wipe the tears from my eyes.